The caller is Mr. Ho.
Hello.
Says, hey Helen, could you come by the bar later today?
Sure. I'm on my way.
Could you bring those two, what would you call them? Your friends?
My friends. Why? Sure. We'll be there soon.
Alright, thanks. She sounds a bit concerned.
I called Dani and Gioom and asked them to meet me at my place.
Gioom is going to Helen's place.
Yep,
Right.
same.
Gioom, you've just recently returned from your ordeal in the mountains.
Woo!
Your spirits are up, and when you get home, you find that you can pick up your key focus from the church.
Nice.
I forget how long it takes to bind the focus. Don't think it takes very long.
What kind of focus is it? Is it a ring or what kind of stuff is this?
It's a necklace with. It's a necklace of the Hammer of Thor,
Oh, awesome.
a very common Norse pagan focus. What power would you like the focus to carry?
That is a good question.
Yeah, it can carry a power. The power it can carry can be equal to a number of power points. It costs for every 4 force of the focus, you can have 1 power point worth of powers. So a force 4 key focus would allow you to have, let's say, a rating 2 combat sense power in it.
Okay, I think it was a Force 4 that
Yes.
they made for me.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
So, what power would you like the focus to have?
Where can I see the powers?
If you go to your street gear tab,
Yeah, that's where I'm in.
click the key. You've already added the key
Add gear.
focus.
Yeah, I'm doing that now. I gave the rating 4.
Yes, that's accurate. And then you just click the little checkbox where it says bonded foci. Should be a little checkbox next to your key focus in that little box.
Yes, done.
Right. Once you click that,
Are you sure you want to spend 8 karma on binding key focus?
there you go. And that should
okay.
list the powers.
Okay. Oh, so many powers. Wall run. Okay. Combat sense.
That's a solid one. With a Force 4 focus, you can also get an improved physical attribute.
If I select one, I can and I can select more than one, or
No. Each focus has a specific power attached to it.
physical attribute is also. Yeah, no, I go for physical attribute.
Alright, which attribute would you like to raise by 1 permanently? Well, so long as you have the focus bound to you.
My reaction.
Alright.
Done.
Alright. So, you pick up your force, and Helen gives you a call.
Then you are at max augmented reaction, I believe.
Yeah, yes you are.
Is that a bad thing?
No, it's not.
It's
Okay.
an excellent thing.
So I arrive at Helen's place. By the way, first time do I know where Helen lives? Okay, I assume yes.
I told you.
Yeah, perfect.
And I give you a tour.
Hey Helen. Nice.
Hey.
What sort of lifestyle do you have, Helen?
Low.
So it's not much of a tour, but it's a home.
So nice
Barely.
place.
Yeah, nothing like cows. Middle
Penthouse.
class house,
Okay.
which is
No,
a
I don't
palatial
have much
estate
stuff.
in comparison to yours. Will you show them your new lodge?
Yeah, sure. But Gioom better stay out because it's a mana barrier and stuff.
Of course. Anyway, what do you intend to do? Mr. Zo asked you to come by later today.
Is Dani around?
Come.
Yes, I will probably be arriving quite soon. Assuming I don't get lost.
No, you shouldn't get lost. Although it is
Alright,
in
let's go down and wait for Dani.
Alright, Dani arrives shortly thereafter, driving her pickup. It's a pickup, right?
It sure is.
Alright.
I wave and want to enter the car together with Gioom.
Oh, yeah, okay, I follow. And I'm sitting in the car.
Hi Dani, good to see you. Thanks again for the matrix search.
Yeah, not a problem.
I got a call from Mistress Ho.
Okay.
And I think she needs some help. She asked me to come around and she asked me to bring my friends. So I thought it might be a good idea to check it out.
Sounds good. Let's go check it out then.
Let's go.
I tell Dani the address.
Alright, well, you roll up to the bar. Gozer is guarding the door with unusual alertness. He's got his hand on his gun and seems pretty nervous. He relaxes a bit as you approach, though.
Hey Boza, I think we better get in.
No, I think I'll stay outside for a while. You go in ahead, though. They're in the VIP section.
Alright, see you later then.
Yeah, take care. He also seems
We
concerned.
enter the Ho.
You enter the Ho. Within the Ho
Yes.
are no customers whatsoever, even though it's business hours.
Alright. Nobody around, so we walk straight up to Mistress Ho.
Alright, Mr. So is in a slightly secluded VIP section, along with a very, very large human man who looks sort of Japanese, although not entirely. He's got wild hair and a giant sorcerer's beard. He's barrel-chested, very muscular, but also pretty old, probably around 60. He's wearing a sleeveless armored jacket, which is torn to shreds, and he's bleeding quite heavily. But yeah, and his left arm is severely broken. His fingers are all mangled up. He's been shot a couple of times, but he seems stable for now, however. Mr. So is sitting at his side, tending to his wounds. She looks up at you as you approach. Oh, Helen, wonderful, you're here. Take a seat, take a seat. You too as well.
I take a seat.
We do it the same.
Yep, sitting down.
The large man looks up as you approach. He says, those are the people you talked about, really? They don't look like much.
Do any of us recognize the guy?
Well, have any of you spent any time in the California Free State or have any knowledge of it?
Nope.
That's a no for me.
Then no, you have no idea who he is. He does not look Icelandic. And he speaks English with a Californian accent, if you have the knowledge to recognize such a thing.
Gioom.
Look.
Sorry.
Looks are deceiving.
Indeed. Well, he looks up at you and
So-
says, well, Mr. Soul told me you are the local runners.
So far, so good.
Well, since I'm not really in much shape to carry on my mission, I'm forced to hire a replacement, which seems is you.
What kind of mission?
Well, it's gonna be pretty dangerous, sorry to say. And it's not gonna pay very well. I don't have a lot of money. Still interested?
Hence,
Mr. Ho gives you a look, which seems to tell you that she cares for this man a great deal and would like you to hear him out.
alright. Continue.
He nods. Well, I know you've been around here for a while, Helen, but the two of you are newcomers, I hear. He looks at you and at Ronnie and Cal when he says that.
Well, well, I'm here for more than a year, so I would not call myself a complete newcomer.
Yeah, I've been here a couple of months, but not that long.
Alright, well, as you may be aware, the Russian mafia has quite the power position in this rock. And they're the reason I'm here.
In this condition.
Yeah, well, I didn't arrive in this condition. Alright, they got the better of me. I was ambushed. I'm here hunting a Russian Vori captain. A human trafficker. Pimp, sex, slaver, whatever term you want to use. He's here managing a large shipment of girls to be worked
I'm
to death in the
disgusted.
sex pits. Yeah, as am I. I had intended to track him down and capture him. He has some information that's very important to me. But the Russians somehow heard of my arrival and ambushed me. I barely escaped with my life, and now I am in no condition to continue my mission. Therefore, it falls to you. I need someone to capture that Vori captain, find the shipment of girls, and set them free. Sounds like something you can do?
You mean capture alive?
Yes, capture him alive. And bring him to me.
Should be able to manage that. What kind of pay are we talking?
I can pay you 3,000 nuyen for each half of the mission. Capture the Vori captain, that's 3,000. Bring the girls back safe, that's also 3,000 each.
That's not much.
I know. I'm not a wealthy man.
Can we have a minute?
Of course.
Helen, I assume we're talking without his not in hearing distance of that person.
Yeah, you step aside a bit.
Helen,
I
can
I think
is,
I really have to do this.
is he telling the truth? Because you can tell that, Helen.
I didn't use magic, but I think he does.
Well, for me is I'm here to help you, so for this mission I can live with a little less pay, although 6,000 3 plus 3 is quite low.
Keep in mind, this is the first job to come along in a month.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes you can't be picky.
Yeah, then let's for Gioom, let's go for it.
Okay,
Go.
we go back in. Dani is in too, I guess.
Yeah. Money's not
Yeah.
good, but I mean, it's your friend, it's your call. I'm in if you want me to be.
Same for Gioom.
Yes, that's what I did, or what I tried
So,
to do.
also you gotta pay the rent somehow.
Yeah, I mean, I need those cerebral boosters,
Exactly.
but 6k don't pay for that.
No, but we'll pay for your rent.
So we go back in.
Alright, you go back in. The guy perks up as you enter.
We are in. Give us
Alright.
all the info you have.
That's good. Well, I don't really have much. What I have is a name. The man I'm looking for is named Igor Malievsky. He's, well, his primary zone of operation is Cal-Free. He's in charge of smuggling European girls to California. And, I was pretty close to capturing him back there when he suddenly took a trip to Iceland, forcing me to follow him here. Not long after I arrived, I learned through my contacts that the Russians are expecting a large shipment, which I can only assume to be drugged up teenagers. And yeah, I went to a Russian bar somewhere in Kópavogur to try to get some information, but when I got there, the bar was empty, and I was ambushed by a sniper and a fire team in a pickup truck. I barely managed to kill them all and drag my ass back here.
But you still managed to kill them all.
No, yeah, been
Impressive.
around for a while. Not as quick as I used to be, I guess. So that's pretty much all I know. His name is Igor Malievsky. He's a small, bald, fat, weak man. He's no danger to you, but he's got a bodyguard named Natalia, former sex slave turned hitman, who is fanatically loyal to him and will guard him with her life. I've tangled with her once before, and she is a pretty strong combat adept. Be careful of her.
Alright, do you have any idea why they are here?
I assume they're here to handle this large shipment they're expecting. He is a smuggler.
Okay, so you have no idea why they are coming, bringing it to Iceland.
Well, where there's a demand, there will be a supply.
Yeah, true enough.
I assume there are randy old men here who need drugged up teenagers to satisfy their disgusting urges. I've heard so many nice things about this place. That's all I know. It's not much, I know. I don't even know when the shipment is arriving, but I do know it hasn't arrived yet.
Okay, do you have any idea where it will be arriving?
No idea.
Can you give us the address of that Russian bar?
Yeah, I can, but it's just an empty house in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
But he gives you the address in your comic. You might check out the crime scene where I dispatched those Russians, but the local authorities have probably cleaned it up by now.
How long ago was that?
It was a few hours.
Are we talking 2 or 8 or 12?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. I was bleeding a lot.
Alright. Alright, if that's it, I think we should just start working.
I
Would
agree.
be appreciated. Time is of the essence.
Alright then. How badly injured is this guy?
Oh, he's very injured. His arm, he'll probably never use his left arm again. You don't know how severely injured his feet are, but yeah, he's riddled with bullet holes. He's been stabbed a couple of times.
And he's still bleeding.
Yeah, he's still bleeding. Mr. So is sewing up his wounds and cauterizing them and just giving him first aid. And doing a pretty good job of it. But it's a miracle that he's still alive.
So I guess we're leaving. I go up to his bed, I guess, and I drop a healing spell on him.
He says, "Oh, don't worry about that. I've already handled the most of it. All that can be done with magic has already been done." I'm a mage. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned that maybe.
Okay, then I go to Mistress Ho. Can we talk?
Yeah, sure, of course. She doesn't move. She keeps tending his wounds.
Can we trust this guy?
Yes, yes we can.
Do you know anything about this he didn't say, or why is he here?
This Russian? Or the bear? She says, indicating the injured old man.
Well, she's not moving, so we're not going to question her about him while he is sitting right next to her. It's sort of
she
pointless.
Seems to trust him implicitly.
Alright. I do my best.
Thank you, he says. Alright, I assume you leave shortly after that, unless you would like to linger awkwardly.
I think we leave.
Alright, so what's your first move? All you have is a name, a crime scene, and that a large shipment is arriving soon. And that this is the Russian mafia you're up against.
First we need to talk. We get back in the car.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, we are in the car and we're discussing our options. It's a shipment of coming from America. It's underage girls, so we can assume they're not coming by plane or so. Are they coming by boats?
My logical guess would be by submarine.
Ah.
That's at least how I would do it.
So that's not easy to track at all.
Probably not, but what we could do is we could find out more about this Igor guy. See if he has any known associates that we can see around somewhere, and check out the news, see what's been going on, so on and so forth. Try to get a general idea of what might be going on.
It's a good place to start.
Alright, well, the local news is reporting an incident in Kópavog, which resulted in the death of 4 men and the destruction of a pickup truck.
Alright, how long ago?
That was 4 hours ago.
Right.
There also in the news is Usher Decode's announcement of a crackdown on organized crime.
I assume there is no mention in the news that this incident might be gang-related or crime-related, organized crime, that is.
It is assumed that it's gang-related.
Okay.
And it's used as a talking point by the company's PR agents, insisting that the need for extra policing of organized crime is very important, and they're very proud to announce a partnership with Sederkrop to increase policing of organized crime.
Sounds lovely.
The media applauds the announcement.
Of course they do.
Morgunblaðið is very happy with cooperation with the Germans.
I wonder if it makes sense to visit the crime scene to see if the local authorities did their job correctly. I assume not many leads will be there, but someone of us could check it out.
Yeah, we can always go there and see what we can
let's do
find.
this.
Yeah, the faster you get there, the better.
Yeah, true enough. I'm going to go there very fast.
Alright, give me a vehicle test. Pilot groundcraft then. Alright, you get there pretty fast. Fast enough at least that the police tape is still up and there's a few cops hanging around the place, but there's not an army of forensics guys there anymore.
Okay. Are there any cameras around?
No. Well, the lead detective is taking some pictures with his comlink, but no security cameras or anything like that.
Okay. I am going to...
They've closed off the street, so...
Yeah, I assumed as much. I am going to park somewhere fairly close, but not, straight in front of the barrier or whatever. I don't assume there's a coffee shop nearby.
Yes, there is. There's always a coffee shop nearby.
Fantastic. I am going to go into the coffee shop.
I follow and go for some sensing.
Alright. Who do you
I
intend
follow.
to ascend? The coffee shop is just around the corner from the crime scene. Who do you intend to ascend? Just the coffee shop or?
The people investigating the crime scene.
Alright, to ascend them you need to stand within line of sight of them.
Yes?
Alright, well, 4 successes. Well, the primary mood governing their actions at the moment is boredom. They're not particularly interested in the area. The corpses seem to have been removed already, so they're just examining the wreck, trying to deduce what sort of weapon did the damage to the car. The car is totaled, by the way. Tires have melted, the paint's peeled off, windshield is shattered. There's large scratch marks all along the sides of it. As you ascend the area, you can see the astral signature of a very powerful mage and a couple of beast spirits, which, did some work there earlier in the day.
Yeah.
So you have a pretty good idea how he managed to take out those Russians. He blasted the pickup truck with a powerful fireball and summoned 2 very strong beast spirits to rip him to shreds.
Nice.
The cops are non-magical. There's nothing magically interesting about them, just their mood, which is bored. Just another day on the job for them. Cal, what do you intend to do in the coffee shop?
I am going to sit down, have a cup of coffee, and start looking around the Matrix.
Alright. What are you looking for?
I'm just starting with a matrix perception just to see what devices are in the area, what devices the cops have on them and so on.
No, the cops just have some comm links. Nothing's running silent.
Alright.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
You said there was a detective there, or presumably a detective,
Yeah.
a guy taking pictures.
Yes, there's 2 uniformed police officers and a police officer who's not wearing uniform, which you assume to be a detective. You could hack his comlink.
That was the idea.
Alright, give me a hack on the fly test. Alright, let's see. He resists the hacking attempt and is aware of your attempt. He's aware that someone is trying to hack his comlink.
Okay, is he surprised?
Yes, he is. He looks around immediately and turns off his comlink.
Alright. And I'm turning off my deck.
Alright. Your Overwatch score is now 0.
Or actually I'm just going to reboot it and get it back up.
Yeah. What program were you running? Baby monitor, I assume?
Yeah, I'm running Agent, Exploit and Baby Monitor.
Oh, your comlink, your deck is back online.
I assume he's not turning his comlink on again.
No. Well, not the wireless functionality of it anyway.
Alright, then I am...
He can still take pictures with it off.
Yeah. Then I am going to hack the other 2 guys. Or one of them.
Alright, roll it. And you get a mark on, one of their comlinks, unless you're running Splitter. Or Fork, or whatever the program is called.
Okay, I assume I need more than 1 mark to actually get some useful info out of the comlink.
Yeah, well, editing a file requires 1 mark, I think.
Yeah, it does.
What you would be doing.
Yeah, true enough. Does he have any interesting files on there? Actually, that would be a matrix search.
Yeah, I guess. Roll matrix search. There's nothing particularly interesting there, just pictures of the crime scene, pictures from his life, stuff you'd find on the average Joe smartphone.
Alright, I am going to start by checking for data bombs on the crime scene photos.
Alright. There are no data bombs.
Alright, then I am copying those files.
Alright. That's an edit file action.
Yeah, I know. Just a second. I keep 5 of those.
Yeah, you grab the files, no problem.
Alright, then I'm just rebooting my deck. And taking a look at the pictures.
Alright. Well, the pictures they look exactly like the crime scene is now, except there's a bunch of bodies in there as well. There's 1 body in the street, and 3 in the car, all burned to a crisp, and slashed up pretty bad as well.
Okay.
They have there's no way to identify them from the looks of them. You'd need dental records or DNA or something. They've been almost completely destroyed.
Alright, do I see... Alright, these pictures, are they all taken at approximately the same time?
Yes.
Alright, are we talking about 2 minutes, 30 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
Which?
30 minutes.
30 minutes, okay. Are there any cars or people or something in the background in many of the pictures?
Give me an intuition plus logic test to notice a suspicious pattern. An analytical mind would apply on this test.
Yeah, I don't think I have that.
Right,
No, I
well,
don't.
Very few of the pictures involve any background. They're almost all close-ups of the license plate or the faces of the victims or something. But a few do involve the background, but the only conspicuous cars there are the police cruisers. There's no car that shows up more than once in any of the pictures.
Alright. Any ideas?
Do you have any contacts which might have any information about the Russian mafia?
Well, my information, my hot dog stand guy.
Yeah, he's a pretty reliable source. He does charge for it though.
Yeah, but until
And
now
you're not
he's
getting paid very well. An arms dealer might have occasion to have business with the Russians.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll
how
just
is-
call Dave.
What's Dave's connection and loyalty? Cal?
Connection 4, loyalty 2.
Okay, because I also have an arms dealer in Reykjavík who is 3 connection and 3 loyal, so yours is better. So.
But
That's
yours is more loyal, so let's call your guy first.
Okay. Then I'm calling Kate from Reykjavík, my arms dealer.
Alright, she picks up the phone. What's up, Gioom?
Hey, Kate.
Been a while.
Yeah.
You out of the game?
No. I'm still active here, but the need for arms was a bit low. But soon I will talk arms with you. But now
Yeah.
I have another question. Do you have some intel on the situation about some Russians here? I'm talking about some Russians who are dealing with slave girls.
She goes quiet for a few seconds and then says, no idea what you're talking about. I have no information on any Russians, one way or the other. And I advise you to do the same.
But Kate, we know each other for so long that I can sense that you know more.
Just ask her if she knows where the location of Igor or any of his associates. That's all we need.
Okay. So I'm asking about the location about our Russian Igor friend.
I don't know any Igor. No idea what you're talking about. You know better than to ask these questions, June. She hangs up. Seems no one wants to mess with the Russians.
Yeah. And we seems willingly to do so.
I want to mess with the Russians.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your next move?
Well, Zatni is the person who can give us that information for money. See if he is willing to give that information, or also if he's not too scared to do so?
You could go talk to Stjáni.
Actually, before we do that, I am going to call Dave.
Of course you do.
Alright, you call Dave. Dave picks up. What up, Dani?
Hello, Dave. I'm wondering if you could get me in touch with some people that could get me some genuine old school AK-47s, or well, one. That's right. I said 47, not 97.
Well, they're not exactly rare, but why on earth would you want that? They're all rusted piles of garbage. These
Yeah, I want one in actual good condition.
Yeah, alright. I could probably pull a few strings. It's
Right.
gonna cost more than a new AK-90 though.
How much do you think we're talking?
I don't know, I'd have to speak to my people, but I'm guessing around 2, maybe 3 grand.
Alright, can you put me in touch with someone that actually might know this a bit better? I prefer to do
a collector?
a bit, yes. Well, I'm at least considering it.
Well, yeah, I know a guy. It depends on how low you're willing to go.
Yeah, well, that really depends on the price.
Yeah, I suppose it does. Well, there's a bar over in Garðabær.
Alright.
They tend to hang out over there. Our friends from the east.
Alright. Can you throw me an address then?
Yeah, sure. But be careful, Dani. They play hard.
Or what guys are these? Are these some mafia something or other?
No, I have no idea about any mafia. These are legitimate businessmen.
Of course. Do you know where they're from by any chance?
They're from, well, east of here.
Alright. Straight east, I assume.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough. Thank you, Dave. I will probably be in contact with you soon. By the way, how's it going with the cerebral boosters? Do you find anything?
Not yet. The court keeps them all locked up pretty tight.
Yeah, true enough.
I've been working foreign contact.
If you can actually find them in there somewhere, I actually might be able to, just go in and get them maybe sometime. So just keep that in mind.
Alright, I like your style.
But yeah, keep me in the loop and I will hear from you later.
Be careful, Dani.
I will.
He hangs up.
Alright, I might have an address of a bar.
Great.
But going in there will probably be fairly, if not very, dangerous.
But do we have any other leads than that bar at the moment? I would say no.
I don't think so, no. Do we know what Igor looks like?
No. Well,
Alright.
he told you he's a short, bald, pudgy guy.
Alright, what I am going to do then is I am going to try to find a picture of him.
You could call the bear, ask him if he has a picture.
Alright, I am going to do that.
Well, since you don't have the bear's number, you would call Mr. So.
Alright, I am going to let Helen do that.
Helen,
Yes?
would you like to call Mr. So?
You do what? Sorry, I was...
To get a picture of your mark
Yeah,
from the bear.
The idea is that then I will try to hack the cameras around the place and see if he was there. Then we might actually not have to go in there. We could just track him from there. But I'm going to get some coffee. I'll be right back.
I'm also getting me a drink. 1 minute.
And
Alright.
I'm calling Mistress Ho.
Alright. Well, she picks up the phone.
Hey there.
Hey, Helen. What do you need?
We need a picture. We need to know how this guy looks.
Ah,
Can
right,
you help
of course.
us?
Yeah. I'll think of something. Do you know Japanese, Helen?
No.
Right. Well, she says something in Japanese to someone off
Okay.
screen, and then a few moments later, a picture pops up in your email.
Thanks.
Anytime.
Till then.
Take care. Be careful. Those Russians play hard.
I hang up and send an arrow to Dani.
Alright.
And I also get another beer.
Excellent idea.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Zatni got a picture of the dude.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Maybe I use the time to summon a Force 5 water spirit?
You could do that.
And I wanted to have the guard ability.
Alright. Attempt the summoning test.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
The time is about 2 o'clock, by the way. Oh! No successes.
Not good.
The spirit ignores your plea and resists your summons, resulting in 8 drain.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Stun.
And I resist some of it.
Yes, that's a drain roll. Alright, you take 3 stun damage. Which is fairly easy to get rid of, just rest for an hour.
Did we get a picture of the guy?
Yes, you did, and it's already in your email, or
Alright.
the Shadowrun equivalent of it. Igor is indeed a small, bald, sort of fat guy with a bunch of tattoos. In the picture, he's wearing a white wife beater with coffee stains. He's got a dumb grin on his face, but something in his eyes tells you that he's not to be underestimated.
So he is, in fact, actually looks like the type of guy he is.
Yes, he does. He looks
Can
every
we-
bit the sleazy
Lovely.
Can we try some sort of matrix search?
Yes,
Or-
but I would like to get closer to the place before we do that, because distance factors in.
Indeed it does. Do any of you have any knowledge about organized crime or gangs of Reykjavík or
Just
Something like
one. But I got gangs.
just gangs in general?
Well, it's a bother thing, so only stuff he knows.
Ah, right. Well, you can
It's
call up
not
Bozer.
much.
You can call up Bozer, ask him what he knows about the place, if you should be careful about rolling too close.
I do that.
Alright, he picks up. Helen,
Hey, Boza. I got a question.
shoot.
I wanted to check out this address here. I send an arrow.
Alright. You receive it?
Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, I would advise you not to go there.
And can you elaborate?
Yeah, that's, well, it's not official or anything, but that's where the Russians like to hang.
Is the neighborhood dangerous as well, or is it just that building?
Well, you know the Russians, they're paranoid fuckers. They keep patrols. They've rented buildings in, a bit of a space around it. They've got lookouts, looking for suspicious activity, especially if they're on alert, which I assume they would be by now. Since
Why?
the bear's back in town.
Ah. Wait, back?
Yeah, it's been a while.
So he has actually been here before?
Yeah, once. About 20 years ago. I hear. I wasn't around back then.
So what was his
Alright.
business then?
You should probably ask Ho about that. It's
Fair
kind
enough.
of personal.
Fair enough.
But yeah, stay. Well, if you have to go there, then yeah, suit up.
Yeah, thanks. We intend to.
Take care.
Bye. I don't like it.
Nope.
There is already a connection with the Russian guys and the bear. Could we, Helen, could you call Mrs. Ho and ask about it?
I'd have to meet her to talk about it, I think. I'm not sure if she's willing to tell anything. I mean, I tried and she was... No, I don't think she's gonna tell anything.
Well, she is pretty loyal to you, and last time you had your goons with you.
Yeah, maybe I should go there alone.
She trusts you, but she does not trust the other two.
I also need some rest and maybe I can combine this.
Alright, so you roll back to the bar while Ronnie and Cal, you want to do some more investigating, or?
I think I'm going to try and... Actually, how... give me a second. I am going to go within about 800 meters of the place.
Alright.
Should be far enough for not having too much surveillance.
Do you want some backup, Dani?
Yes, I do.
I will join you.
Alright, you roll up over there while Zatni goes back to the bar.
Yeah, I will probably be dropping Zatni off at the bar and then going.
Yes, please.
Seems logical. So, Zatni, you arrive at the bar, and Mr. Ho is manning the bar, and it seems open for business again.
Many people around?
No. 4, maybe 5. The
Okay.
bear is nowhere to be seen.
I walk straight up to the bar and
She
nod
looks
to
up
her.
at you. She nods back.
Do
Any
you
leads?
have, Can we go up?
Well, the bear is resting in my room.
Okay.
We can go into the back.
How old is Mr. Ho?
Zatni, I assumed from your background that she's a bit older, maybe 40, 50.
No, she's in her 60s.
Ah, well, yeah, even better.
And how old is the bear?
The bear is in his 60s.
Thought as much. I am going to make assumptions.
You go right ahead. Alright, well, she goes into the back. What's up, Helen?
We really need to talk because this is going to be really dangerous, you know?
Yeah, he doesn't play soft. He likes to pick on the big guys.
So how do you know him?
Well, I know him from back when I lived in California. He, well, I guess I never told you about it, but I spent some time in one of those Russian skin joints.
Okay.
He got me out. He's a bit of a crusader. He's been spending the past 40 years attacking human traffickers in Calfree. I am one of his success stories.
That explains a lot. Okay, well. Do you know anything about the Russians? Anything else, or did you talk to Boza?
No, I don't know anything about the Russians. Bozer knows more than I do, but I try to stay away from them. They don't have much sway over here. It's mostly the triads keep them at bay, but yeah, we all know enough to stay away from them. Even the church guys dance around them.
And you think there's really a chance that we're going to save those girls?
Well, I think you can do it. I don't know about your partners over there, but well, you have to try at least. If you don't, those girls are, yeah, they're worse than dead. He can't do it.
I'm really skeptical about this. But okay, I nod, and
Well, here's a thought. The Russians do have some enemies. The triads don't like them very much, for example. Also, the Corp has been cracking down on organized crime. Maybe you can get some help.
sounds far-fetched, but maybe you're right.
Well, this is a far-fetched mission. Desperate times and all that.
I talked to Boza, and well, let's hope for the best.
Alright, she asks us to be careful and goes back to the bar.
He asks me to be careful, yes. Sure thing.
Well, asks you to watch your back, more like.
I talked to Boza.
Alright, Bozer is outside the bar, standing guard, like a hawk.
Boza, let's go for a walk.
No can do, Helen, I'm watching the bar.
Okay, then let's stay here for a while. I guess we're alone, nobody can hear us.
Yes, you're just outside.
You know what's going on, right?
Well, I try not to ask too many questions. I trust she knows what she's doing, but I'm gonna make sure he wasn't followed.
I need everything on the Russians that you can give me, because I think I'm going in and I like to survive it.
Alright, I don't have a lot. I know about that bar. I know that's sort of where they run. I know that most of the weapons you get in Iceland come from them, one way or the other. I know they have some corporate connections. I don't know a lot about them, though.
Do you know anything about enemies, about their gang?
Well, the
hideout?
triads don't like them.
And do they actually do something about them?
No, they try to stay away from each other. They understand how bad a war between them would be. But, yeah, you could probably talk to Hung.
How bad would a war between them be?
Well, pretty bad. The Russians, yeah, when they go to war, they fight to win. They've been known to burn down entire neighborhoods. They haven't had occasion to do it in Iceland yet.
So we are talking about neighborhoods like this one.
Yeah. Although I would like to see them try getting past the church guys. On the other hand, I really wouldn't like to see that. A lot of good people would get killed. But the corp's been cracking down on organized crime, or so they say. I have my doubts, but I guess it's worth a shot.
You guess it's worth a shot.
Yeah, Kauri's a bit of a hard ass.
What we could technically do is we could gather some evidence that there is actually mafia activity there and send it to the newspapers. That would basically force the corpse to do something about it.
Which is good. They do have the firepower to do it.
Exactly.
But there was just said that there is a connection with the corp and
Yeah,
the
that's
mafia
why
guys,
I'm
so-
saying we go to the press, make it public. That forces them to do it. If we just send it to the corp, they can, just throw it onto the rug and no one will know.
Yeah, of course, it depends on how well connected they are. Is it low level? Yes. Is it high level?
Well, it's... from what you know about Iceland, it definitely does not go to the highest level. Kári Stefánsson, the de facto dictator of Iceland, has absolutely no patience for corruption. He has been known to execute executives who have been found to be corrupt.
Okay, so yeah,
He's a rough guy, but he's not a bad guy exactly.
Not exactly.
No, he's pretty difficult to classify, but yeah.
He is a scientist.
He is most definitely not in league with the Russians. And anyone in his corp who is in his ill favor.
so it's a question of finding sufficient evidence about like that shipment and about the connections Igor with crime.
Yeah, they might even be willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
It's an idea. Still, we have this mage around with the beast spirits. Okay. Anyway, I thank Boza and I really need rest.
Alright. Your apartment isn't far away, so you can take a nap while Ronnie and Cal do their thing. So, Ronnie, Cal, parking 800 meters away leaves you at a gas station. Well, an electrical charge station, I guess, since this is the future. Do you want to stay in the car or go inside and grab a hot dog?
Well, I am going hot sim, so I'm not going to go get a hot dog and fall to the floor.
No, I suppose not.
And I have to stay with Dani, so because when she does that, she is vulnerable, I assume.
Yes, she is. So, give me a matrix perception to try to find the bar. Or its associated host. Alright, 5 successes. Gives you... well, since you know the physical address of the bar, you find that place in the matrix easily enough, but there's notably absolutely no wireless activity there whatsoever. There are no active comm links, no internet-connected computers, no wireless security cameras, nothing.
Nothing.
It's like a dead spot.
Alright. Yeah, I'm going to... matrix search there, or perception, same check, to see if there is something running silent.
Alright.
And I'm actually going to use my agent to assist me.
Alright. Roll it.
Five hits.
Right, you do in fact find one computer connected to the Matrix. Just running silent. Not a
Alright.
comic, it's like a desktop computer, an old one.
How old? Are we talking 50 years, 15
Yeah.
years, 10
Yes,
years?
it's 50 years old, something like
Okay. That's interesting. That would be pre-Crash 2.0, wouldn't it?
that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it'll be around that time, maybe a bit after, maybe a bit sooner.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, the hardware is about that old.
Okay. Well, hack on the fly, I assume.
Alright, roll it. Also, Gioom, roll me a perception test.
Six hits.
You see? And Ronnie, the perception test?
Yes.
Ooh. Well, you're tying your shoelaces.
Yeah, perception is low.
Yes. Well, good news is, Cal, you mark the computer easily. And get a bunch of net hits in Matrix perception on the computer. So you know pretty much everything about this computer. The only thing that this computer is used for is porn.
Viewing or creating?
Both.
Okay, are there any devices connected to it or anything?
No. The only thing this computer is used for is uploading porn to the internet and watching porn on the internet. But the porn which it uploads does not arrive from the internet. It's attached via some sort of physical device.
Okay, can I get any sense of what device that would be or anything
No, you
about
have no
it?
idea. You just know that the data doesn't come from online.
Okay. What I am going to do then is I am going to plant a data bomb in there.
Alright.
Actually, better yet, I am going to format the device.
Ooh.
I am gonna start by getting more marks for that then.
Yes.
By the way, Hel, my perception roll was wrong. It should be, I have a pool of 9, I rolled 4. My bad.
Alright, roll again.
5, or should I roll again 9?
Roll again 9. The correct roll. Alright, well, you do in fact see that someone is looking in your direction. A Eastern European looking man in a tracksuit is leaning against the wall of the gas station, smoking a cigarette and looking suspiciously in your direction. Okay, that's another mark.
Alright, going for the third then.
Of course, I keep a close eye on that guy.
Of course. And that's the third mark.
Alright, then I'm formatting it.
And it's formatted. Next time it's turned on, it's bricked. If I understand it correctly.
Yes. Can I destroy the files somehow?
Yeah, sure, that's an edit file action.
But I would have to do it to all of the files, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, you can do it to the master file.
Yeah, okay, then I will do that.
By the way, I can contact Danny while he is in the Matrix? Or
Yes,
send him
you
a
can.
message?
You can
Yes.
send him messages.
I inform him that we are being watched.
Right, you delete the files. There's no more porn on this computer.
Alright, then after those, 6 seconds or something, I am checking out
Alright, you check out.
and rebooting my deck.
Okay, so you're gonna drive away straight away?
We haven't actually gone into the gas station, have we?
No.
I think I'm gonna go and get a chocolate bar.
Alright. Ronnie, will you join him?
Yes,
Sure.
I will not leave Danny alone with that dude there.
Alright, will you be armed?
Yes,
You conceal your weapon?
concealed pistols. Yeah.
Alright. The Eastern European gentleman in the tracksuit gives you the stink eye as you walk by. He's about, he's a bit shorter than you and nowhere near as muscular, Ronnie. Pretty sure you could take him.
I'm looking at Danny and give her my face that I want to do something with that guy.
I'm going to message Gioom and tell him, please don't. Not at this point, at least. Soon.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go into the gas station and buy a Prince Polo.
Alright,
A what?
A Prince Polo.
Okay.
you buy a disgusting candy bar. It is now in your possession. Do you have a sin with which to purchase it?
Yes.
Excellent.
Both a legitimate one and a fake one. I'm using the fake one.
Of course. Right, so you exit the gas station. The Eastern European gentleman observes you as you leave, but doesn't do anything. Doesn't make any calls or anything. You drive
Alright,
away.
are there any cameras on the gas station?
Yes.
Alright, what I'm actually going to do is I am going to put the car on autopilot and head towards the bar where Helen is. And once we're around the corner, I am going to throw out a fly spy and use that to watch the guy.
Alright. You do so. Fly spy hovers around the gas station, paying attention to the guy.
Does he go anywhere, do anything?
No. He spits on the ground after a couple of minutes and goes inside, gets a hot dog, and goes back outside and calls somebody and argues with someone in Russian.
How far are we when that happens? From him, that is.
How far do you want to be?
Less than a kilometer, preferably.
Yeah, sure. Depends on how fast you want to drive.
Well, just on autopilot. I'm just letting the dog brain drive, and I'm actually
yeah.
in the drone at the moment.
Alright, well, you'd be a few kilometers away then.
Alright, then I am still going to hack him.
Alright. He's calming then.
Yes, his comlink. I'm going to try and trace the call.
Alright, roll it.
How many marks would I need for that?
I can't recall. Check it out. I think it's a matrix perception test to see where the call is going.
No, it's actually probably a trace icon check.
Yeah.
So I would need 2 marks for that.
Well, no, that's not a trace icon test. Trace icon gives you the physical location of a device or persona which you see in the
Yeah.
Matrix.
Yes. Yeah, that's
You
true.
wanna know who he's calling.
Yeah, true enough.
That would be a, let's see.
That would probably be a snoop action, I would assume, which would
Yes.
intercept matrix traffic to and from target.
Yeah, that's it.
That
Snoop
makes
test.
sense.
Electronic warfare plus intuition.
Yep, and I need 1 mark for that.
Indeed.
Alright, then I am hacking on the fly to start with, using the agent to assist and so on.
Of course.
And how far did you say it was?
A few kilometers.
Less than 10, I assume.
Yeah.
Alright, then I am running signal scrub. It's the agent assist.
Yeah. Keep in mind that the agent also takes noise penalties.
Yeah, I know. The total noise should be 3, but I'm running signal scrub, so it's just 1.
Alright.
I keep actually all of those.
And that's a success. You mark the fuck out of his comic.
Fantastic. Then I am going to snoop.
Alright, his call is going to the bar.
Okay. Can I...
You can in fact listen to the call.
Then I will do that.
He is arguing with someone in Russian.
Alright, I am going to record the call. Can I do that?
Yes, you can. Record the call. The call takes about 2 minutes, at which point he hangs up angrily.
Alright. What I am going to do is I am going to hack the comlink he was calling.
Alright. Give me a matrix perception test to see exactly if you can find it. If you can pin it down.
Four hits.
4 hits, alright. Well, the place he was calling was a fuse box. About, 10, maybe 20 meters away from the bar.
Interesting. So it presumably has no relevant information on it.
No, there's not really. It appears to be a sort of relay box which you call, and it then relays your call via wire to a caller nearby.
Could I break that?
Yeah, sure. Just throw a data bomb at it. Well, a data spike.
Yeah.
Wouldn't take much.
No, probably not. It would Nah.
It's not designed to handle matrix attacks.
True enough.
You get shorted out pretty easily.
Then I will.
Alright. Give me a data spike. Don't need any marks for that. Alright.
Oh, that's 7 damage.
Total.
Yes, total.
Your attack is 3.
Yes, at the moment.
Right, well, that breaks the device.
I very rarely use attack, so it's usually my lowest stat.
Yeah, makes sense. So, Ronnie, Cal has been comatose for a while. No one seems to be following you.
So
You snap out of it now, I assume, Cal?
Yes, and reboot the deck.
Yes. So what's your next move? Helen, you've recovered from your nap. Give me a body plus willpower test to see how much you heal.
That's
And
enough.
you heal all your damage.
It's in the evening now.
Yeah, it's about 3 o'clock maybe.
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Which
just
mean-
wait for a call now because I'm at home. I'm not sure what's going on, and they'll call me, I guess, when they're done.
Guys?
well, we don't have much. We have that conversation in Russian, and not a real end location of his call.
Yeah, what I'm wondering is if I can use a some sort of software to translate the call.
Yeah, that was my next question. Or
Yeah, that's easily available online.
Oh, that's great.
Alright.
Because
That's
we
right.
really need that in 2015. But
Yes.
indeed,
Google Translate has advanced a bit in 60 years.
Alright.
let's hope that it advanced a lot.
Yes.
I, however, am going to actually download a program to do this on my deck. I'm not going to put this on the web to be translated.
A wise decision. Alright, you download such a program, it's easy.
Alright.
No illegal activity required. It translates the call. The call is mostly just meaningless arguing over gambling. But an interesting point is that the guy at the gas station is, at one point in the call, accuses whoever he's talking to, which he refers to as Boris, of cheating. Cheating at poker. He's angry over this. They don't discuss any business or anything like that. They don't. He doesn't mention you at all, or any suspicious pickup truck.
That's good.
Yep.
But he mentions that Boris has been cheating at poker.
Only a first name?
Yes.
Quick question. Is gambling legal in Iceland?
No.
So this is actually incriminating evidence.
Well, yeah, I guess.
it
It's-
doesn't
it's
sound
not-
like much.
Yeah,
It's not much, I know, but it's at least something.
Yeah, it's not illegal to make a bet between friends, but running a gambling establishment is illegal.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe we just meet at Dani's?
Yeah, I can go and pick you up on the way. Go there.
Tag
Go
along.
back to Shadowrun HQ. Right, you go back to Dani's place. It's a nice place. There's beer in the fridge.
I take a beer, of course. I ask Helen to take a beer, if I can.
I take a beer.
Thank you.
You know, these, they have a history, those Mistress Ho and, the guy. For her, it's really personal. That kind of makes it personal for me as well, and I think we just have to trust this guy.
Yeah, but the force we are up against is, I think, too big for us three to handle.
That's true.
Not necessarily.
But Boza said we should try to get the police force in.
Yeah, we could do that. We could, we could try to get some evidence that there is mafia activity there and just send it to the press. That would force the authorities to take action.
And use that as a distraction to act.
If the police force takes action, they also have an enemy. And the other gang, the Triads, are also an enemy of theirs. So if the police is starting harasses them, is also a good thing for the Triad gang. I think it's so. Could we not try to make contact with them and see if they can give us some leads, which could turn up some evidence, which we then can use against them by going to the press?
You could. Bozer mentioned Hung, who is the local Triad boss who Mr. Soul pays protection money to.
Yeah,
What do
we
you
can
guys think?
contact him.
I'm not comfortable with it, but I think we should do it.
Because at the moment,
I kind of tried to avoid these guys for years.
but at the moment,
But well, okay.
do we have any other leads? We don't have. Going to the source directly is, I think, a suicide, even with my expertise in surviving. But
I like the
well,
press
that's-
idea
that's an
involving the
exaggeration.
Triads.
That's a bit of an exaggeration. It's not exactly a military base, but the Russians who are there are going to be armed, and they will not hesitate to shoot. But you are a pretty powerful combat at it, Ronnie, and Cal's car is pretty much a tank.
But again, you need proper intel when you cannot storm in there not knowing what you're up against.
This is true, but just keep in mind you are very capable combatants.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't be
I'm
too
not.
afraid of the enemy. But, well, no.
Well, I'm
have
always
other skills.
in front of the group, so
You do have some spells which
Yeah.
can be quite useful.
You have a mind manipulation spell that can,
Yeah.
for example, add an ally to our party.
This is true. It's a very, very powerful spell.
Ooh. And I just started about thinking, give me your gun. But yeah, you're right.
so
You can essentially tell people to shoot their friend and then shoot themselves.
That's an awesome ability, by the way. So at the moment we have two paths we can walk. We can go the direct path, or we can go the other path, but on which we still need more intelligence, more proof of criminal activity.
Yeah. What I'm thinking is I spent a few hours in my fly spy and try to get some pictures of faces and hopefully be able to cross-match those to some known Russian mafia guys, and hopefully that way get enough evidence, maybe even find Igor if he is there, and then we should have enough to actually send.
Why does he want them alive? Why not just kill him? Why wants the bear Igor alive?
Probably to interrogate him, try to find out where they are shipping these girls from and so on and so forth, who is getting them for them and so on.
To know where next to fight on his crusade.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll try again to enlist some spirit help. Because it's, I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, you guys can summon a spirit and send it on, and then go talk to Hung, and I just stay here and surveillance with my drone, try to get some pictures and so on. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Although Helen, you were not so keen on going to Hung.
Yeah, but it has to be done.
Well, the Triads are a bit less mean than the Russians, if only because no one's meaner than the Russians. They are still pretty nasty criminals. They have left Mr. Ho alone, though. As long as she pays on time, they don't give her any trouble.
It's a long-term business relationship. Yeah,
Okay.
many decades.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's go see Hong.
And I want that meeting made up by either Bowser or Mistress Ho, doesn't matter.
Good
Alright. Well, Bowser can arrange a meeting.
That's great. So we're going there.
Where is the meeting?
The meeting is at a Chinese restaurant in Breiðholt.
Oh, I like curry. Red curry.
So it's a public place.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's go there.
Go there right away. There's 2 guards standing outside the restaurants. Bald men with dragon tattoos on their scalps. Very short Chinese dudes. Very fit as well. Look like they could pack a punch. They're not armed at all, but they're covered in various tattoos.
I nod to one of them and we really would like to enjoy a good meal, and we'd also like to meet Mr. Hung.
Yes.
So it would be nice if you could arrange this.
Yes, Mr. Hong is expecting you.
Great. Thanks.
We're going in.
You go in. Mr. Hung is sitting at a table in the center of the restaurant. All the tables around him are empty. He's got a laptop computer in front of him.
I'll take a seat and check out the menu.
There are no customers. The place is empty except Mr. Hong.
What's that?
There are no customers?
There's a couple of customers, but none exactly around the table where Mr. Hung
Okay,
is sitting.
I'm sitting down also.
Alright. So, you're sitting opposite Mr. Hung. He ignores you for 1 minute as he does something on his computer and then looks up and says, "How may I help you?"
We got some trouble with the Russians.
A common problem, I'm afraid.
Yes.
They're a troublesome lot.
Well, we want to do something about that trouble, and we could use your help in doing so.
I'm sure you could. I have an arrangement with the Russians, however. I'm not very interested in breaking that.
No, it's not
Unless
about
you
breaking.
can change my mind.
Not about breaking arrangements, it's about a
Information.
win-win situation.
Keep talking.
You know, if bad stuff happens, it just happens. It doesn't break any arrangement of any kind.
This is true.
So
what we're proposing
I
is...
was thinking we want bad stuff to happen.
I understand. And you would like me to facilitate said bad stuff.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, it seems not.
But you know, there is bad stuff and there is really bad stuff, and it would be kind of helpful to know which is which.
I think I understand. Well, why would I help you? Why should I jeopardize my arrangement with the Russians on your behalf?
I think you should do it on yours.
As I said, I have an arrangement with them. They are competitors, but not serious ones. We have our market, they have theirs. As long as we stay out of each other's way, there's no need for violence. I dislike violence.
But imagine that that territory is up for grabs, so that you could take some business there without you getting involved, but only giving us some information, and we can do the rest. Think about
Information.
all.
Very
Well-
well. What do you intend to do with the Russians? Does it have anything to do with a certain shipment coming up soon?
You're well informed. And yes, it has to do with some kind of shipment.
Very well, then I assume you already know about the shipment's destination.
Yes, do you know about anything else about this shipment?
Like when and where.
Do we know where the shipment is going?
Yes, to California, I thought.
So it comes from California. It goes to here.
Ah,
we know.
okay.
Yeah, but we don't know where exactly.
Yeah, so we when and where.
Yeah.
He
Because
fixes for
it's not a shipment you like, is it?
well, I'm not in the business of being particular about my merchandise.
Uh-huh.
Well, let's put it this way. Russians, they like their fish, and Icelandic fish it's among the best.
So say we all.
I trust you understand.
I think we do.
Excellent.
When
I
at
shall be
which
watching the
time
news.
is the at which time is the fish threshed?
I'm afraid I'm not quite sure. I'm not that well informed. But yes, the Russians like their fish. And the best fish comes from Granti.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Will
great
that be
to
all?
know. Yes. I really like fish. Maybe
As
we
do
meet
I.
again?
I sincerely hope so.
And keep an eye on the news.
Oh, I will. I like to be informed.
So do we all.
Such a grandstand.
So
Yes, he seems to like a bit of drama. He's Chinese. He's enigmatic by nature.
Gioom can give him drama if he wants that. Never mind. Okay, so we are exiting the restaurant.
Very well. Well, Zatni, since you've lived in Iceland all your life, you know that Grandi is the fish processing district. There's a very large plant there which receives all the fish that's caught in Iceland's waters, which used to be one of Iceland's main exports, but has now mostly fallen into disrepair. There is one fish processing plant which is still active there, however. It would seem that Hung is insinuating that the shipment is headed for there.
Quick question. Are the CCP headquarters still there?
Yes, they were absorbed by SRD Code
Okay.
and are part of that conglomerate. Grandi is in Midborg, so it's part of the SRD Code. Yeah, center.
I think it would be a good idea if Dani would go for another matrix search on the compound or whatever.
Yeah, we can do that.
So we are assuming that the transportation will go by that plant. So are we looking for shipments or something information?
Alright,
Yeah,
before I actually
because-
start hacking that, did I notice any activity? Did I spot Igor, or did I get any good pictures or something while they were talking to Mr. Hung?
From where?
from Garðabær, from my drone.
No, nothing of Igor. There was a few shift changes at the gas station. The Eastern European gentleman that you met was replaced by another Eastern European gentleman in a tracksuit, pretty much indistinguishable from the other. Other than that, no interesting activity.
Alright,
He did drive up in a very expensive car, however. I bet you.
alright, I am going to take pictures of the license plates, if there are any.
There are.
Alright, I'm also going to just go around the neighborhood and get pictures of all the surveillance, let's say.
Right. Yeah, they're all Eastern European gentlemen in tracksuits. There's a lot more of them than you would have imagined. There's 10 guys watching various spots.
Alright. Okay, then I'm just going to put the drone on autopilot and record what it sees. And just patrol.
Well,
And then start hacking.
Right, well, as you leave the bar, at the Chinese restaurant that is, entering the bar is a short Mexican gentleman wearing a very expensive suit. He's in there for about half a minute and then comes jogging out in your direction as you are entering your car and waves at you and says, "Hey, you."
Yes.
Heard you've been asking questions about the Russians, he says loudly.
No, we haven't.
I appear to have been ill-informed then. I apologize. Well, if you do have any information, then please do give me a call. He hands you a small slip of paper and then walks away.
We read the paper. I assume it's a name card or something like that.
Nope, just a number. A con code.
That was weird. Did my comlink make a picture of that guy?
Yeah, sure, if you want to.
I'm sending that to Dani with a tag and with the number information and ask for a search.
Alright, first, Ronni. Well, actually, Helen, you have knowledge of gangs, don't you?
Yes, one.
Don't tell me
I
there's a
can-
Mexican gang.
Give me a gang knowledge test.
Okay. Knowledge. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, on my way. Sorry.
Well, you do actually recognize this guy. He is a bit of a legend. This is famous AFIS investigator Bachtizuma. AFIS being the Aslan Federal Investigation Service. He is a famous detective who has been leading the charge on cracking down on organized crime in Aztlan, formerly Mexico. He's a bit of a rock star cop.
Great.
For the Assis, though.
Yes, for the Azis. He's
So
also
that's-
known
yeah.
to be a powerful mage. And almost certainly a blood mage.
Okay, so they are also fishing for the Russians. I think we should keep them for now out of the loop.
Honestly, I say bring them.
Yes.
Because those are ruthless guys that will... Well, I imagine they will just show up, do their thing, leave. However, what we will need to do is we will need to get Igor before they actually do something, because they will probably be after him.
And what do we do about the girls? Because, yeah, if we have Igor, then... Well, if we have Igor, we could ask him about it. Yeah. So now we're saying we're going to go after Igor directly.
Well, that's at least one of the options. If we bring in the assays, we probably want to grab Igor before they go in.
Yeah, but they will only go in if they have hard evidence, I assume.
I actually don't think so. I think if we can just tell them they are there and bring some decent evidence to that, they will probably go in. They aren't the police, so at least not here.
Ah, they're not the police. Okay. I thought they were a federal. Okay.
No,
They are the
ASI,
police in Aztlan.
yeah, which is
Central
basically
America.
Mexico and Central America.
Okay.
They would have no jurisdiction in Iceland.
Okay.
However, it is not uncommon for specialist investigators to be hired to foreign governments for special assignments.
Well, we could contact him now and see what the purpose is of their mission and see what we can do to each other to help us.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I think we should bring all of them in. The cops and these guys. At the right moment. I just don't know yet what the right moment would be.
But let's assume, okay, we have a location in which the shipment will, the end destination we assume is the plant in the fishing processes area, Gante. So if we could intercept the shipment, would Igor not be there?
He probably will be.
Yes.
So if we could have timing on that, we could do a lot with that information. So hacking that area, I think, to get some more information should be a viable option now.
Yeah, probably.
You don't sound convinced, Danny.
No, I am convinced.
So, hacking.
Yep, hacking.
And summoning.
Indeed.
Oh yes, you can. Yeah.
Hell, this second chance edge thingy. When do I have to decide? Immediately before I roll the first one, or can I say, oh, this is not good enough? I use second chance.
Yes, that's how second chance works. If you roll your dice and are dissatisfied with the result, you can re-roll all the failures. Any dice which was not a hit.
Because, I'm really pissed by 0 hits.
Yeah. But it's too late to re-roll that now.
No. Just asking.
Yeah. I might advise trying to summon a lower force spirit as well.
But you can only defend with 5 dice on a force 5 spirit.
A force 5 spirit defends with 10 dice.
No, he defends against binding with 10 dice.
Oh.
But not against summoning.
I appear to be misinformed.
Yeah, I had to read that because, this is...
Oh yeah, it's just spirit's force. Oh, how about that?
It enables me to do at least something.
Yeah, it does. Spirits are not to be underestimated. Alright.
But it would be in character to be a bit more careful, so I go for a force 3 water spirit, but it still has the guard ability.
That's true. He attempts to resist your summoning. And he owes you 4 services.
I like it.
Nice.
Alright, I think I'm gonna start hacking. Just
Right,
from my
okay.
home, because I don't think it's a good idea to go in there and start hacking.
That's probably right.
Are we all together now?
Yeah, I assume so.
I was with Dani, so yes.
I summon my spirit and greet him respectfully.
He greets you in turn.
I really need your help and I'm glad you're here. Is there a way you wish me to address you? Name maybe?
Me. I don't really care.
Okay. You see these two people here and me?
Yeah.
I want you to use your guard ability whenever they need it on them.
Alright, sure. But the sun's going down pretty soon.
Alright.
What time is it? Also, those 6 hits are a matrix perception.
It's about, 3:30, something like that. So the sun's coming down in a couple hours. It's October.
Okay.
Day is pretty short in Iceland in winter. I forget exactly when the sun goes down, but it won't be long, a few hours.
If you summon a spirit in Iceland in June, what happens?
That's right.
Really? So it
Yes.
doesn't go away for days, or well, months.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is. Land of the
No one
midnight
cares
sun.
about missing reagents for binding.
Indeed. However, during the winter, sun
I'll
barely
have-
rises.
I'll have
But
some
it's
reagents
still
by winter.
it's still a long time.
Yes, it is.
If you summon it at around maybe 6 o'clock in the evening, it will be with you until maybe, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
Yep, it's true. This has been postulated as one of the reasons why the awakening hit Iceland particularly hard. Anyway, the spirit uses his guard ability on you, meaning he owes you 3 services.
Not really. It's not really a service, but if anything happens to one of us,
Then it becomes a
some
service.
natural occurrence like
A
falling
glitch.
down or a glitch, you can decide to re-roll or something like that.
Yeah. In that case, then the service would be expended. Until then, however.
Yeah, one of them exactly.
Right. So, Cal, that's 6 successes on the mated procession on
Yes.
the fishing plant.
Yes.
Well, there's a bunch of convicts over there. There's lots of employees. There's computers. There's office equipment, fax machines, printers. Well, not fax machines. But there's all sorts of matrix activity over there. Hundreds of devices.
Okay. Is there any cameras in there?
Yeah, bunch of them. All over the place.
Alright. I assume there's a host.
Yes, there is.
What rating is the host?
Rating 2.
Yeah, I'm hacking the host.
Alright, you easily hack the host. You have a mark on it. You can enter it.
Alright, then I am entering the host.
Well, inside the host looks like the lobby of a low-rent public relations firm. There's icons floating in the air, showing advertisements for the plant for potential investors. It seems to be a host for, pretty much the company's website.
Okay. Do I see any icons around?
Oh yeah, there's lots of people looking at the website.
Yeah,
Employees.
okay. Can I see any shipping manifest or something like that?
No, all of that would be in the archive.
Okay. And can I enter that from here in some way?
No, not until they publish the Matrix source book.
Alright, what is connected to the host?
Lots of things. Pretty much everything in that plant is connected to the host.
Okay. Can I... Actually, I am going to see... Actually, how large is the area, the physical area that is? And how many docking areas are there and so on?
Well, there's 3 docking areas, and the fishing plant itself is a fairly large processing facility. It's nothing huge by global standards. It would be tiny, but by Icelandic standards, it's fairly big.
Okay, I am going to see in which docking area there are the fewest devices that are active.
Alright.
Is one of them
that-
with a significantly less amount of active devices?
Not one of them, no. There's one docking area in which there's a bunch of devices because there's a ship docked there at the moment, and the other 2 areas are completely empty. Well, mostly empty. There's a few people over there and they're smoking breaks, but yeah, there's really only one of the docking areas which has any activity to speak of.
Alright. Are there cameras in the docking areas?
Yes.
Right. Are there any with... Actually, could I just grab the video feeds from all of them at once? Or do I have to hack them individually?
No, you can grab them.
Alright, then I will do that. But I'm going to check for data bombs first.
Alright.
Because I am suspicious.
Of course. No data bombs that you can find?
Alright, then I'm grabbing the files.
Right, you have access to the surveillance feed?
I was thinking recordings, not feed.
Well, the recordings are stored in the archive, but you can spy on the feed live.
Okay, then I will do that for now. See if I can spot Igor or any Russian-looking guy.
Yeah. Well, a bunch of the people look Russian. But, yeah, none of them are covered in Vori tattoos or carrying Kalashnikovs.
Really?
Oh, yeah, really.
Alright, I'm going to check again.
Yeah. Still none. Still no obvious criminal activity.
No furry heads?
Nope. No communist commissars. No MiG fighter jets.
Not
No
even
vodka.
vodka.
Well, maybe
Right.
some vodka, but nothing marked vodka. But a few of the employees have flasks, which they sip surreptitiously.
Bet it's milk.
Yeah, probably. Icelanders do drink a lot of milk.
It's true.
Yeah, most of the employees at the plant are not Icelandic. They're Thai, Polish, Chinese, Russian.
Alright. I am going to try to search for a host, or, well, search for the archive, or the host that would have the archive.
The archive is a part of the host which can't be accessed through the host. Can't be accessed at all. There's no rules for it yet.
Sorry, what?
The archive cannot be accessed.
You tell that to a hacker?
Yeah, there's a specific point in the chapter which says that accessing the archives is a dangerous, prospect, which will be detailed in the forthcoming Matrix source book,
Ah, okay.
which has not been released yet.
Okay.
So for now, accessing the archives is all but impossible.
Alright, then I am all out of ideas.
However, they do have a list of employees, which is not in the archives, which is just on the website.
Yeah, I'll grab that.
Are the employees divided into their function?
Yes, they are.
Is there anyone who works at
At,
shipping?
Yeah, there's lots of people that work in shipping. There's no one working in human trafficking, however.
Really?
Yeah.
Who takes care of the shipping manifest?
What's that?
Who takes care of the shipping manifest?
There's a few people.
Does one of them have a suspiciously Russian name?
Nope. No Russians handling the shipping manifests.
How many are there?
Shipping manifest managers?
Yes.
Maybe 12,
Okay.
depending on how you want to classify people who would handle the shipping manifest.
Alright, does each of them handle one dock, or are they spread out?
They're spread out. There's no shipping manifest handler title.
No, I mean, for example, a person that would be taking care of the shipping manifest at dock 1, would they also be taking care of it for dock 2 at any point?
Yeah, and they would also be taking care of payroll data and maybe doing some coding for the website. They do lots of things. They're office workers.
Yeah, okay.
This is not a highly specialized operation. There's a certain level of people which would have access to a shipping manifest and which would, on different days, handle different shipping manifests. Give me a logic plus intuition test.
You're talking to Dani.
Yes. Whoa. That's a bunch of hits.
Yep, and I keep all of those.
Yeah, you do. Well, there is one name on the list which looks sort of familiar, and that's one of the factory staff who is in charge of quality control of the fish. Is Lord Sverrikus's wife or girlfriend, the hacker from the Bauhaus incident.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we could contact Mr. Sverrir. See if he can give us some info.
Why would he do that?
Because we actually did not kill him. And we actually pulled him out of the building before we blew it up.
Okay. I sense he does not have any hard feelings against us.
Or you could wait until it gets dark and break into the fishing plant.
Could we access the archive if we were physically in the location?
Yes, probably. It's probably stored in the hard drive somewhere.
Alright, then we probably should do that. Can either of you sneak?
Not good enough.
It's not really a question of sneaking, it's a question of disabling security cameras and then hoping no one's there and shooting
I have
anyone who is.
sneak 5.
Do you have a silenced pistol?
Yes.
That takes care of that then.
Let me check. I think I have. Yeah, silenced. So...
Yeah, I think the best idea would be then to drive up fairly close, send well, at least Gioom in, probably Helen as well. I could stay outside and hack and stuff. Or no, actually I should go in with you. Yeah.
So you can access the archives.
Yeah, you can actually do that, or well, I can do that remotely if you just data tap the stuff. But I might as well go in with you.
Yeah, next to come.
Well, you still have connection with the host, so you should. Can you check about security and thingies?
Yeah, can I check
Alarms?
if there is any security alarms and so on?
Yeah, there's a security alarm on all of the doors, and then there's a security camera, and there's a security guard who comes comes by after the day shift to check that all the lights are off and that all the employees have left, and that's it.
Alright, does he patrol or does he just check that and leave?
He checks that and leave.
Okay. Yeah, then I think we should just wait for that.
Okay. The plant closes.
Okay.
Actually, before we do that,
Feels wrong.
since you will be losing your spirit, Zatni.
Yeah,
You
I
could-
want to resummon it.
Yeah, but not to waste those services, you could send it there and just see if anyone was had any strange feelings.
Are we close enough? Are we talking about 600 meters here?
No, you can send him further. It just costs you all the services, is what I'm saying.
I can?
Yes. You can send the spirit on a remote service, which costs you the rest of its services, but it does that single objective and then returns and
One
leaves.
service just costs one service.
No, I believe it costs the rest of the services.
Doesn't matter because it's gonna go anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do that.
Yeah, please check out the premises for me and tell me everything you can gather.
He nods, yeah, sure. And then zooms away, returns a few minutes later, and says, that place is horrifying. So many dead fish. Oh my god. You have to destroy it.
Yeah, maybe not the best that he
I'm
had to
glad
send the
we
water
are not
spirit.
saying Alright, did you see anything on the astral plane? Any residuant signatures?
There's nothing very interesting except the adept, but
What adept?
well, there's a pretty powerful adept over there.
Well, define pretty powerful.
Yeah, I don't know. About the same as your friend over there.
Which
Male
one?
or female?
I don't know. How can you tell?
The awakened one?
Yeah, the adept. I have no idea if he's male or female, but
Right.
he's over there.
Hmm.
And there's this one guy who was really nervous.
Did you see any other spirits around? Maybe beast spirits?
No, there was a few very, very angry fish spirits, but no, nothing out of the ordinary.
What was the second guy? What was his feeling, did you say?
He was nervous, afraid.
Can we get any sense of that guy? Maybe to identify him, or have a possibility of identifying him?
Or where he was.
Well, the spirit can describe his aura, but he has no idea what he
Yeah,
looks like in real
please
life.
show me his astral signature.
Yeah, he describes both of their astral signatures to you, so that if you sense them, you could probably tell who they are.
Can I discern any special abilities of him?
No, not really. Just that it's a strong adept.
But no, not what kind of adept.
No. Well,
Okay.
all the edits look alike from a distance.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Thanks. You've been a great help.
Yeah, sure thing. Burn that place to the ground for me, will you? He says and zooms off. So, what's your next move?
A nightly visit to smell some fish.
To do what? To gather evidence?
I think still the best bet is to find some evidence in the archives about the shipment.
Yeah, probably.
I think I'd like to have some more spirit help then.
Alright, so you wait until after dark.
Actually,
maybe.
before we do that, Zatni, can you summon a spirit and tell that spirit to find this guy that was nervous and track him and just keep an eye on him so we can actually find him during the evening?
Well, there are spirits I can summon with the search ability, and I know the astral signature, so I should be able to summon a spirit to find him.
Yeah, okay, that works as well.
With the other part, following him, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can search for him,
Possible,
that
maybe.
if you can search for him, that is a better option because it doesn't arouse any suspicion.
I think there would be a fire spirit. I'm not sure, I'll look it up.
Sure, spirit does
I
the
can do all of the standard spirits except for beast ones. That's not part of my tradition.
job. Guess beasts aren't really chaotic.
I am. I'm glad Dani isn't. Anyway, I guess it would be 4-3.
Yeah, sure. Roll it.
I take that.
Alright, he owes you 1 service. But you take 1 train.
No, I don't.
Indeed, you do not.
Also, the minimum drain on spirits is also 2. Same as spells.
Very well done. Anyway, the spirit seems eager to please you. What do you need?
Strange spirit. I describe the astral aura of this guy to the spirit.
He nods.
Please find him and follow him.
1 second.
And
Wouldn't it be better just to... Well, actually, if we wait until they are about to close and tell him to find him and follow him then we could just intercept him somewhere.
yeah, good idea.
Alright, well, you're gonna wait until they're about to close? That's in an hour.
Sure.
Well, I think I should put that in service now. Please go there and find that guy. Wait until they close, inform us. And we'll be around.
Sure thing, boss. He zooms towards the factory.
I'm gonna go grab a drink. I will be right back.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, might as well.
Hal, are you still here?
Yep.
Hal, just to inform you, it's already 1 o'clock in the evening. What are the rules about do we have to complete it completely, or what are the rules about that?
No, you don't have to.
Oh,
If it's
I
getting
can.
too late, then that's fine.
No,
we can
but
just finish it
I
later.
still have some time, but keep it in mind because I have to go to work in, I think, 6 hours. So
Ah, yes. Well, how fast you wrap it up is entirely up to you, but we can quit
yeah,
any
but
time.
I don't want to rush the story. So
Alright.
yeah, I
No,
still
that-
have a half an hour. So how late is it now in Reykjavik?
It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's okay. Now it's 1:08 in Belgium. I assume also in Germany. I do not assume. I know.
Is all of Germany one time zone?
Yep.
Yeah, I actually have my map right there.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Have either of you
So
ever
now-
been to Russia?
No, but I will be sometime.
What was the question?
Have you ever been to Russia?
I had a Russian boss for 1 year.
Is he a human trafficker?
And well, he was very strange. He imagine myself sitting in the office of the plant manager, and he coming without knocking, opens the door and says, "Ronnie, I need you now. Come with me." While I was talking to the plant manager, who is above him. So I worked. So he was my boss. I had 3 people working for me, and in that 1 year, he never talks to those 3 persons who he was in theory also the boss, and he gave some instruction to me. I had to give that instruction to those guys. That guy was crazy.
Interesting.
And
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Well, about 2 hours after you send the spirit, and after the sun goes down, the spirit comes back and says, well, boss, that guy's not going anywhere. He's been hiding in a closet for half an hour.
In a closet he's been hiding.
Yeah, all the other people have left, but that guy's still there, and the sun's down, so I gotta go.
Thank you. Great work.
Yeah, anytime. He disappears.
Zatni, what do your spirits look like?
Do they look like Chaos Space Marines?
Well, this is a very dynamic form in astral space. Yeah, in both cases, the water spirit and the fire spirit, they haven't manifested yet.
Alright.
True enough. Well, it seems the guy's still in there. And Cal, if you're keeping an eye on the Matrix, the security guard is approaching.
Okay.
Driving up there in his Ford America.
Does he have a comlink?
No, he does not. At least not one which is wirelessly active. His car is, however, connected to the grid.
Okay.
And this is marked as belonging to Securitas.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm not going to do anything to him, at least for now. Just going to keep an eye on him and see what he does.
Keep an eye on him in the Matrix, or via the fly spy?
Via the fly spy.
Alright, via the fly spy, you spot that This is in fact not a he, but a she. An absurdly muscular woman wearing a Securitas jacket walks up to the fishing plant.
Alright, as soon as I notice that it's a very muscular female, I'm going to put the fly spy on autopilot and tell it to keep an eye on her and do a quick matrix search for that bodyguard.
The ex-slave girl.
Yes.
Alright, well, roll me a matrix search. You find absolutely no information on her whatsoever.
Okay.
With your matrix search, what are you doing? You have two tests, one with a few dice.
The first one is my agent. An agent is basically a virtual hacker, sort of, and I use him to assist the check. So I'm basically using him to teamwork my check to give me more dice.
Okay. And later on you have those dice.
Yeah, the first roll, the 4 successes, gets added to my roll, or the dice
I
pool
see.
on the second one.
I think I like hacking. I don't want to
Yep.
do it, but I like it.
It's a bit complicated, and me and Hal actually talked about this before we started this group, because I really like hacking and rigging, so we just decided that I would play basically both as a sort of introduction for you guys.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm introducing myself, but yeah. I like it.
Alright, well, you find no information about that ex-slave girl except what you already have.
Alright, no pictures or anything.
No. But the bear did mention that she was a fairly strong combat adept, and that woman definitely fits the picture.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. I just wanted it confirmed. Alright, I'm going to send the guys a message that we might actually have to go in there quite soon, because I believe the bodyguard is pretending to be the security guard, and of course the guy is inside in the closet hiding. So, guys, I think we should get out into the car and just put it on autopilot and get closer at least, and I can keep an eye on them via cameras and such.
Okay.
Alright.
So you're going to bring the fly spy into the building?
No, I am going to start hacking the host and using the security cameras. But first, into the car.
Right, well, marking the host is trivial, but roll anyway, I suppose.
Can I summon spirits at night?
Yes. They go away
Would
at
it
dawn.
help?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
You
I
can send a
do
powerful
that.
fire spirit in there to go in and eat her.
No, I just go for a Force 5 water spirit.
Alright.
You know, they hate the fish slaughter, so they're on my side naturally.
This is true.
Although we are not there for the fish.
But this time.
True.
I take that.
Alright. And that's... Yeah, he owes you 2 services.
I ask him to perform his guard ability on my friends.
He does so. Sure thing, boss.
Thanks.
Right, Cal, you mark the host easily. And,
Alright.
You quickly notice that all the security cameras have been turned off.
Can I turn them on?
No.
Are they actually unplugged?
'Yes.
So something is going down there right now.
Or rather, the computer to which they are all connected is off. It has been unplugged.
Okay.
There are currently no comlinks within the facility. At least none that are wirelessly active.
Alright, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I am going to do a matrix perception and see if there are any incoming ships.
Alright. Roll it. Can't tell if there are any incoming ships.
Alright.
There don't seem to be any, a fair bit away. There is still that ship, which docked earlier in the day before you arrived.
Okay.
That's
Is
still
that...
docked.
Does that... is it wirelessly active or
No,
does it have any matrix signature?
nothing.
Alright, then I'm just going to use the fly spy and see if she's gone in or not.
She's already gone in. The fly spy saw that much earlier.
Okay.
She waved the keycard near the maglock and got in.
Alright, then I'm going to tell the fly spy to keep an eye on the ship.
Right?
Do you have a name of the ship? Does the fly spy saw a name of the ship which you can matrix search to see lost ports or docking ports? Because normally if you dock you need to do paperwork.
This is true. Good idea. Cal?
Can I see the name?
Yeah, it's Ásgeir.
Matrix it.
It's called Ásgeir Kolbeins.
Because if that ship comes from California, then yeah.
Just a second.
That ship is just a fishing trawler. Pretty much all it does is dock at that fishing plant and then move out a bit and then come back. It hasn't been anywhere other than Iceland ever since it was built in Denmark about 20 years ago.
Okay. Just wondering as... Oh. Do ships generally have rigger interfaces?
Generally not, no. Fancy yachts usually do, but not fishing trawlers.
Yeah, okay. That's sort of strange though, because
yeah,
if I were running a company like that, I would just hire one rigger to control all my ships.
Well, seems they do not.
Yeah.
Perhaps it would be fairly expensive to put a rigger adaptation on a fishing trawler.
Not really though. But of course hiring a rigger might be a bit expensive, and having a person on the actual ship might be worth more to them.
Yeah, you also need people on the ship anyway, so...
Yeah, of course, but you can have one person just sailing the ship and controlling everything on it.
Well, the ship is mostly on autopilot.
Yeah, true enough.
Even today, the captain barely does anything.
Anyways, I'm just going to keep an eye on the ship.
I have a question.
Bring it.
Can you, can Danny check if, I assume each ship has an indication how deep it is in the water. Can you check if it's, because you should assume that it does not have any cargo more on board?
Yeah. Well, there's a few other ships in the harbor of a similar size.
So you can see if there is a loading undefined on board, yes or no.
Yeah, you could probably tell just by looking at the keel. This ship appears to be empty.
Okay.
It's
How
running
about
high
the
at water.
how about the other ones?
There are no other ships parked at this
No, I
processing
mean
facility.
you said there were other ships of a similar size nearby.
Yeah, they are all riding low. They're at other fish processing plants. Well, not fish processing plant, but cargo centers.
Okay.
So they appear to have their cargo still on board, while this one is empty.
Alright. What do you guys want to do? Go in, just grab the bodyguard and the guy?
Go in.
Yeah. Does your spy thingy has infrared cameras? I mean, can it see heat sources?
I do not believe it does, no.
Just want to make sure that there are no surprises inside. Or maybe a cargo which is not detected yet. And humans give out heat.
Yes, they do. Well, the security guard is still inside. Perhaps you'd like to send the spirit in, see what's going on.
How far are we from the plant? Or the processing? Yeah, processing plant.
A few hundred meters to the car wash nearby.
How many services have I got?
You've got one service left.
No, a fresh one. He had 3 or something.
No, 2. And 1 you use for guard.
Ah,
No,
no, that means he has 2 left, so yeah. He hasn't used the guard
Okay.
yet.
2 left.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Please check out the facility I show you now.
What I think would be the best idea is to send the spirit in to keep an eye on the 2 of them, just to know where they are, and then we just go in and just grab them and surprise them and take them down before they can actually do anything. Then just pick them up, take them away, and interrogate them, or interrogate them there.
Ah, wait. We have the adept in there,
Probably, yes.
surely, and we don't know how many other people.
Just the one guy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, according to the water spirit from earlier, the only one still left in the building is the nervous guy.
Okay, so why send a spirit in?
Just to know where they are, because once they enter the building, we don't know exactly where they are. However, if we send the spirit in, we know exactly where they are, and we can go in fast and just attack them, without them actually realizing what's going on. If we have to search for them, we lose that.
Well, attack the guard. It seems the other person is hiding for the guard because he's...
Not necessarily. He might be waiting for the guard. But yeah, the guard should be a priority to take down.
Yeah, even if she's not an adept, she's clearly dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, let's sneak into the building.
So
No,
let's
first,
send the spirit
yes,
in
that's what I meant.
and determine the locations of all people in there, the 2 people in there.
Alright, you can do that. Also, working to your advantage is that all of the security cameras have been turned off, so you don't have to worry about that.
And tell us where they are, and then stay with us for 1 remaining service.
Alright. He zooms away and comes back after about a minute. It says, the 2 of them they're in the warehouse where the mountains of corpses of my brethren are stored.
We'll take care of them. Stay with us.
Of course. I'm not going anywhere. He seems very angry.
Alright.
So they work
moving in?
together, or in close proximity of each
Yes,
other?
they're working in close proximity to each other. He can't really tell from the astral exactly what they're doing, but she hasn't killed him yet.
I think it's time for us to move in.
Yes.
Alright. Well, as there's no security cameras, there's really no need to sneak. You can just jog up to the main door, which is locked with a maglock.
Is the maglock wirelessly active?
Why, yes, it is.
Of course it is.
Just as a note, I do have a data tap, so even if it wasn't, I would be able to hack it.
Of course you would.
Also, I have lots of cable and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm going to hack it.
Alright. It's defended by the shitty host. So you might want to go for... what's that? Manipulate device was... What sort of action? I forget.
Just a second. It would be a spoof command.
Ah, right.
So I need 1 mark.
Yeah, okay, so no need to.
However, I believe I can actually... Just a second. I can actually control device if I have 2 marks. I can do a control device that says simple action, which this probably would be.
Yeah, sure.
It would actually, well, same thing. No, yeah, it's faster to. Actually, I'm going for 2 marks. I'm getting 1 extra die.
The warehouse is towards the back of the building, so they wouldn't hear you open the door.
Alright, I assume I have 2 marks.
Yes, yes you do. So, the door opens up.
Alright.
Easily enough. And as I said, the warehouse is towards the back of the building. Do you want to move quickly or quietly?
Do we know where they are?
Yes, you do. They're in the warehouse.
Guys, your call.
Yeah, I would say keep the element of surprise.
Okay, give me a sneaking test then. I assume you're all armed.
Yeah, if you're sneaking in, I am staying behind.
Sneaking, that is 5.
Alright, the two of you get all the way up to the large doors to the warehouse, which are open at the moment. Zatni, this may be a good moment to materialize the spirit before you rush in. They haven't noticed you yet, but they're speaking in English in the warehouse.
Can I hear what they're saying?
Yes, the woman, speaking in a thick Russian accent, is going over a bunch of crates of fish with the guy. Angrily poking him, asking him to tell her where the goods are. And he's walking around the warehouse, showing her which crates contain the merchandise.
Do we see which crates he identifies?
Yes. There's a bunch of large plastic crates full of fish all around the plant, which he points out to her. They're all numbered. She makes a note of the number as she walks by each one. They haven't noticed you yet.
think we should make our move now.
Yep. Tell the spirit to materialize.
I'll ask the spirit to materialize and attack the adept.
I thought you'd never ask, boss. He says and zooms over to in the astral and materializes right on top of her. And that means you roll for initiative.
How large are the doors? Can I drive my truck in?
No, not through the front door.
I was waiting
However,
for that question.
If you go through the back, you can easily drive your truck into the warehouse there, but the large doors there are closed.
Yeah.
But the pickup, moving at high speed, tends to open most doors.
This is true.
Well, Gioom has, of course, drawn his weapon.
Of course, no, roll initiative.
Yes.
Yeah, that woman passes her surprise test, so she is not surprised.
Damn it, initiative. Yeah. Uh, 14 plus 4d6, that is a roll of 18?
No, it's a roll of 4d6. And then you
Okay.
add 14 to that.
Check. So that's 16.
Yeah, plus 14, so that's 30.
Yeah.
Actually, that's 32. That was a roll of 18.
It's a total value. Okay, yeah, 80.
But yeah, Ronnie, if you type it like Zatni is saying, you actually get just the number out.
Alright. Ronnie?
Like so in your case.
Okay. Yes, Ronnie.
Actually, Ronnie, you move second.
Oh.
First person to act is the woman adept. She sees a pretty large water spirit materialize in front of her, reacts very quickly, backs up a few steps and draws a Ruger Super Warhawk from a holster over her, on her back, draws it up and shoots the spirit directly in the face.
He's really
Ouch.
faster than the spirit.
Yes, she is.
Oh.
Did you roll for the spirit?
I did.
Yeah, okay.
Ronnie, Zatni, now would be a good time to roll a defense test for the spirit. The spirit has, let's see,
Oh, yeah.
he's a water spirit, right?
Yes. Force
so he-
5.
Yeah, so he rolls 12 defense dice. Reaction plus intuition.
No.
Ooh, that's
Poor,
5.
poor guy.
Yeah, that's 5 net hits, which she scores. And he resists with his body. I believe. I don't think they have any armor.
Are you sure?
I'm not, no. I can't find it anywhere.
Armor.
Yeah.
On a spirit?
Yeah.
They shouldn't have any armor.
Should have some form of damage resistance. Well, for now, I'll assume his armor is equal to his spirit, equal to his force. And roll that. So that would be a 10 dice damage resistance test.
Meaning what? We're rolling 10 dice?
Yes, you roll 10 dice to resist the bullet. To see if his spirit dies. Yeah, he dies.
Yeah, poor
She
guy.
shoots him straight between the eyes with an armor-piercing bullet, which, yeah, takes him out. So, next in line is Ronni.
I aim and shoot.
Alright. That's 18 dice, I believe.
Checking 17.
Take aim, adds 1 to your dice pool.
Yeah, 18.
Alright, she tries to think.
I will edge this.
Alright. That means you get to re-roll 13 dice.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that your limit is still in play,
Which means
which means that if you get, say, 10 more hits, you'll only get to keep about 3 of those.
yes.
What
your
what is
accuracy
the
is 8.
accuracy? Yeah, what's the accuracy of your gun?
I think it's 8.
Yeah, it's 8. Let me check for sure. It's the
Yeah, it's 8.
8. Yeah.
Still, that's 3 more hits, and you have 7 edge. Might as well.
Yeah,
do it
exactly.
now. So I reroll 30.
Mm-hmm. So that's a total of 8 hits, which means 4 net hits.
I like it.
What's the damage of your gun? That's 8, correct?
8. 8, correct. Yeah.
Alright, so she needs to resist 12 with an armor penetration of 5. She takes 9 damage. She is not dead.
Of course she's not.
She is, yeah, pretty banged up. And she knows where you are now.
What did you shoot her with?
I had the armor-piercing bullet.
So you intend to kill her.
Yes. Yes.
It's probably wise. Alright, so it's now running. Actually, Cal, it's your move. You're outside.
Can I drive the car to the back?
Yes, yeah, sure.
Then I will do that.
Alright, you do that, and Zatni, it's now your turn.
We have the adept and we have the security guard, right?
The adept is the security guard.
And not 2 people in
Yeah,
in
there's 2
there?
people in there. There's the nervous dock worker and the security guard, which is the adept.
Ah, alright.
Or which is probably disguised as a security guard.
She is a threat.
He is not. He is cowering behind the crate as soon as the water spirit popped up.
I wanna throw a mana bolt at her.
Alright. What force?
Ah, that's the limit,
Yes.
I think.
So it doesn't need to be very high.
I
How
go
many
for
dice are you rolling?
spellcasting?
Yeah, spellcasting plus magic.
12.
So force 5 should be enough.
Yes, let's go for 6.
Alright. Would you like to edge this roll?
Not
Take
now
out?
because 12 is not a lot, but I might go for a second chance.
Huh.
I'm not going to do a lot of damage. It's
No, but it's very difficult for her to resist that damage.
no, she can't. Okay. I'll go for a second chance,
Alright.
which is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep. And you boil her brain and she dies in the freezer of a fish processing plant in Iceland, about 10,000 miles from home.
Sounds lovely.
Awesome.
The dock worker cowers behind the crate and starts yelling, "Please don't shoot! Don't cook my brain!"
I assume we approach. No, who is at move now? Or do we wait till?
No, the combat is over. There's no reason for
Okay,
initiative.
so we approach.
You approach the guy. He cowers and recoils from you as you approach. Jesus, man, what the hell did you do to her?
We killed her.
And we could kill you if you're not cooperating.
Alright. I'll be good.
So let.
He is a small Filipino man, by the way.
So what are you doing here with her at this late hour? And don't you lie.
Wouldn't think of it. I'm showing her the crates with the guns. Over there. I can show you. Please
Show
don't shoot me.
us.
He walks you around, shows you a couple of crates with fish, and moves some of the fish on top of the crate around. And underneath the fish are guns, and lots of them. Military-grade assault rifles with grenade launchers, like rocket-propelled grenades, anti-tank mines, plastic explosives, enough to equip an army.
I take a lot of pictures and send them to Dani.
Alright, I am going to open the door and drive in on my pickup.
Alright. You drive inside.
I'm seriously thinking about starting to load the pickup.
Yeah, the crates are very heavy. You'd need some sort of industrial lifter. Or you
We
could
don't need crates, we just need some contents.
just take some of the guns, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
And
slippery
mines
covered
and
in fish, but they should fire.
the water spirit isn't around anymore, nobody cares.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, I think we should ask this guy if he knows where we can find Igor.
Alright. You ask
And
him.
yeah, we are really asking him
He
about
says,
Igor.
Igor? You mean the fat guy?
That's the
Yes.
one.
I don't know, probably in his hotel room?
Which
Why?
hotel
Where is
room?
that?
Igor.
Which hotel room are you talking about?
He gives you the address and hotel number.
Where is the hotel?
It's on Reykjavík. Downtown.
Okay.
It's a popular tourist hotel.
I think we should also ask him about the shipments. And if he has any more incoming.
Especially if they come from California.
Gioom, you go ahead and ask him. I'll just look aggravated.
Yeah, he's definitely more afraid of you right now than Ronnie. While Ronnie did shoot someone, you did boil her brain. It is a bit more terrifying.
What did you cast on her?
Just a mana bolt.
Ah,
It sounds very powerful. If
No.
it's basically microwaving someone.
You cannot evade it and it burns through your armor, but it's not doing a lot of damage. You did the damage, I've fried her.
Teamwork.
Finish the job. Well, the guy says, no, I don't think there's any more shipments. Not a big one anyway. But they needed a bunch of guns on short notice, so...
But there are more shipments, even small ones.
Yeah, sure, all the time, man. You never get enough of the guns.
Do you know anything about live shipments?
Live shipments? You mean
Shipments.
fish?
You talk about the girls now.
What girls? I don't know anything about any girls. He seems genuinely confused. The shipment was guns, man. The church guys are gearing for war.
Church guys?
Yeah, man. You know those big muscly dudes rolling around the slums, telling the corp to go fuck off. You know, the church guys.
So you're telling us that these guns are for the church guys?
Yeah, man.
Why do you think that?
That's what she said.
And you did not think it was suspicious that she is obviously not one of the church guys?
No, man, she's Russian.
Exactly.
Yeah, like the Russian mafia.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, who are smuggling guns for the church guys.
Fair enough. So, who else in here is working for the Russian mafia?
It's just me.
So, you are the only person that they would contact if they had more shipments coming in?
Well, if they had more shipments coming in through here, but they have other places.
Alright, what
This
other
was a big
places?
one.
Sorry?
All the places, man. I'm not the
What
boss.
other
You should talk to Sergey.
places?
You should talk to Sergey. I don't know, man.
Who's that?
He's the boss. I know where he lives.
Yeah.
Natalia brought me there once.
So
I assume this corpse on the floor would be this Natalia.
Yeah, that's her.
So give us the place now.
He gives you the address.
I feel like killing this guy.
So you are alone in a warehouse with all the security cameras turned off, with about enough weapons and munitions to equip an insurrection.
Alright, how much of the weapons can we actually grab and load onto the van, onto the pickup?
As much as will fit into the back, so quite a bit. Depending on what sort of weapons you want to prioritize, there's assault rifles, there's grenades, there's missile launchers, assault cannons.
I would prioritize on money.
But again, we are taking the guns which were destined for the church guys.
Yes, but they were going to buy them. So what I am thinking is we just give them to them at a discount. Everybody wins. We get a bit of money, they get cheaper guns.
Yeah, but we can't take them all.
No, I know.
You can't. The guy says that the plan was for the church guys to order fish, which he would make sure came from precisely those crates. Those crates would be delivered to them, so no one would know that any weapons were being moved at all.
Yeah, I thought we are talking about a small part of the shipment.
Well, he says that this is the only thing that's in the shipment. Doesn't know anything about any girls.
Yeah, not girls, but weapons, a lot of weapons.
Yeah, they're in the warehouse right now.
Does he know the Russians were presumably charging for this?
No, he has no idea. He assumes it's a lot. It was a lot of trouble to get in there.
Yeah.
A submarine docked with a fishing trawler while it was out at sea. And,
We have a
yeah.
lot of evidence and a lot of money hanging
Yes, you do.
around here.
Yes, you do. And speaking of evidence, a Mexican gentleman in a very expensive suit walks around the corner.
What?
Is he armed or doing some move against us?
Nope, he is not armed, but he is followed by a angry-looking Cyberman who you've met before. The Usher Decode thug, which contacted you when he went after the dog in the sewers.
Alright.
I am going to smile and and say, Mr. Badezuma, how nice to see you.
Yeah, I see you seem to have found some Russians.
Just one.
Well, two.
Well, one of them slipped.
I see, that one's not Russian. Very well. I'll take it from here. You can go. He says with a smile.
Can you enlighten us?
Enlighten you as to what? Your job is done. You did excellent work.
Alright, then I assume we are getting paid now.
Yep.
Yes, I assume your Mr. Johnson will pay you now. You found the shipment.
We
Wasn't exactly
found
what you
the shipment.
wasn't exactly what you expected, but you found it nonetheless.
Well, it's at the moment still our shipment.
Oh no, I'm afraid you're mistaken there.
Well,
this is
I
RCT
beg to
corporate
differ.
property. This is illegal contraband, which will be confiscated immediately.
How many people has he got for protection?
One.
I am seriously tempted to kill this guy.
Yep.
Note, this will be the second time I kill this guy.
I want a sensing now to see what
All
kind
right.
of protection.
Roll your sensing test.
I keep 7 of those.
Well, he is a powerful mage.
Okay.
His magic is probably 9.
I assume that is extremely dangerous.
Yes.
It's very dangerous. And the man standing beside him has practically no essence at all. He's almost a robot. He is, practically a cyber zombie. Completely decked out in cyberware. Neither of them appear to be armed. But the Cyberman does have 2 cyber arms as well as 2 cyber legs.
Still, I feel that we should do something.
I'm not happy with this, and chaos magic is not a good guide in a situation like this.
Well, Danny is here with his car, and he always brags that he's invincible with that car.
Is this true?
Cal?
Oh, Dani, Zatni, that is. With your sensing test, you also notice a Force 9 fire spirit hovering around in the astral.
I do.
Yeah, waiting to be
Okay.
called into action.
I tell my friends to be very cautious.
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, let's recap. We have 2 new locations which we can. I assume this evidence is now completely out of our hands.
No, we still have the evidence. We have the photos.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that is yeah.
Yeah. The Cyberman standing beside the Mexican dude seems eager to fight.
So I guess that means you'll just take care of all the mess here.
Of course.
By the way, do you know about any other shipments which we could look into?
Yes, I believe there's a Igor Malievsky, I think.
Interesting.
He's staying at Suite 16 in downtown tourist hotel.
And he's kind of a senior shipment manager.
Well, yes, generally, but in this case, he was just on vacation.
Right.
He had nothing to do with his shipment whatsoever.
No, it's not this shipment we're interested in.
No, I know, you're interested in him. I know the bear.
Of course you do.
So,
So,
everything seems to be in order? You've
yeah,
done
thanks.
excellent.
Yes.
Thanks for
I see.
cleaning this up.
Take it from here.
And we are making our exit, I would say, in a hastily fashion.
He waves at you as you leave,
So do
smiles, and starts taking pictures of all the stuff. About 1 minute after you leave, a bunch of police cruisers start rolling up to the fishing plant, as well as the media.
I think we should rush to that hotel.
Probably yes.
Yes.
Right,
Because
Cal,
when this hits the news, then
Cal, give me a vehicle test. Quickly now, we have about 3 minutes. Alright, well, that's fast enough. News hasn't hit quite yet.
hit the
Get up
fan
to the
yet.
hotel. There's no one in the lobby, and the elevator brings you straight up to suite number 16, which Bactizuma gave you the room number 2. He also gave you the key code to Igor's room.
Okay.
Will you go
Gioom,
straight there?
will you do the honors? Do you want to kick the door in, or do you want me to hack it?
You
Well,
can't
let's
just
go
open
for
it.
some-
You do have
yeah.
the key.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah. Then we have still a bit of surprise. Yeah, do it like that. Should we be prepared for something?
Yes, weapons
Wise?
drawn.
Yeah, of course. It's Gioom you're talking.
Alright. You open the door and bust in, weapons drawn, and a small, bald, sort of fat-looking Russian guy with prison tattoos is sitting on the sofa watching some rather disgusting pornography on a giant flat-screen TV. He turns around in shock as you enter.
Igor, my
Curses
man!
at you in Russian and reaches into his underwear for a gun.
Are we at
Attempts to shoot
initiative
you.
yet?
Well, Ronnie will almost certainly win, so Ronnie, will you shoot him before he shoots you with a stick and shock round, maybe?
Yes, I will.
He is a fat old man who is drawing his gun, while Ronnie is one of the quickest guns in Iceland.
Yep.
I think it's really obvious who's going to win.
And yes, I had my shock and thingy loaded, not
Yeah,
because
well,
we
you
needed him.
have 2 guns. I assume one of them is armor piercing and
yeah,
the other
yeah.
is stick and shock.
Perfect. You know me better.
So, roll me a gun test. 17 dice. You have no time to take aim, or any need for it. And yeah, he's
He is down.
he's down. You slap a stick and shock round in his forehead and he drops like a sack of potatoes. Which he sort of resembles. You scoop him up onto your shoulder and run out of the hotel before anyone notices.
Danny, you still have that safe location, which was not linked to you.
Yes, but we could also just go out of the city.
Works for me.
Yes.
Yeah, you could also bring him to the bear, which was the mission.
True enough.
Yeah, but we still need some intel about those girl shipments. I'm not sure if the bear will get that out of him, or should we get that out of him?
There was no girl shipments. The bear was wrong. He thought Igor was there to smuggle
Okay.
girls, but it turns
Then-
out he had nothing to do with it. He was just on vacation, and there happened to be a large shipment of guns moving at the same time.
Aha. Then the mission is easy. We go to Mistress Ho's place, where I assume the bear is still present.
Yes, he is. Still there, still recovering. Mr. Poser greets you at the door, looking a bit tired after watching the door all day.
Let's just walk in.
You just walk in.
I nod at Bozer. I like that guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
He nods back. Mr. So is manning the bar. It's fairly crowded.
Did he not ask me, what are you doing with that guy on your shoulder?
Nope, he does not.
Okay, I like him more now.
Just nods.
We move straight up.
Alright. We're straight up to Mr. So's room where the bear is recovering. The door is locked.
We knock.
Knock. The bear opens the door, sees the Russian slung over Ronnie's shoulder, smiles widely, and pays you 3,000 million each, and asks, and the girls?
There were no girls.
What? What do you mean?
There
I know
were
there was a
lots of
shipment.
guns, though.
Lots of guns.
Oh, the shipment was guns. Huh. Well, I guess I'm a bit too used to the darker side of things.
Ah, you got Igor now.
And you can play with him.
That's true.
He's gotta provide a lot of dark things.
He is in good hands. Thank you very much. You did excellent work. And even though the shipment wasn't girls, I think you still deserve fair payment. And he transfers another 3,000 million to you.
Woohoo.
He says, if you're ever in California, give me a call.
If you're ever back in Reykjavík, give us a call.
I will. It was good to be wrong about runners. Thought you didn't look like much. Never been
Ito.
happier to be wrong. And that's it.
Should you also talk to Mrs. Ho yet? Mistress Ho? Something to
No,
say?
that's for another time. Thanks,
Good.
Hel. Great story. Lot of complication.
Yeah, I like detective stories.